got another one here. Getting close to the end, at least for now. My wallet is finally cooling down a little bit after all of these. This was one of the few character sabers that I have wanted for a hot minute now. This was from a character out of video games that I grew up with. Grew up playing these games, rather. So this one kind of special, and I figured I'd take a shot with AliExpress, Ally, however you pronounce it. Just because, I wanted to save a little bit. Been spending a little bit on some of these, so kind of had to go a little cheaper on this one. So unfortunately, no premium sound fonts from a full complement of premium sound fonts, unfortunately, from like the Theory Sabers ones. I have installed a few on this premium ones from Kyberphonics. I had to install for sure the one that belongs on this. But other than that, all the rest are the generic ones that you get with the standard like TXQ internals, SN and Profi, which those, I believe I went over most of them in the video with the Letha, because I got the SN internals for that. So I will link that one in the description, the video that I did, as well as at the end of the video I'll have a link to go to that video, just so you can get the internals down on it. It'll be easy to skip right to that hilt and the demo of everything. I'll have all the timestamps and everything in there, so it'll be nice and easy. So with that, we will get to it here. Just bring it up here. So I got this straight from TXQ Saber's official store on Ally, whatever you want to call it. So you can go right on there. That's what it looks like. And I got it with SNV4, I think, Pro internals. I don't know the difference really, but it's the SNV internals. And the only reason I got it with internals instead of just empty is it's a 2-button, so it's different. It's a different 2-button than the Letha is. So I don't have anything that can be interchangeable with internals on this one, because it is just a core tube inside, all one piece, a single piece chassis. So yeah, I just got it with its own thing already in it. So we shall get to it here. If you know the games that I'm talking about, well, you'll know as soon as you see this. If you know, you know. All right, let's just put it that way. Take a look at all of it in its shiny. The games, you know them. Hopefully you love them. The Jedi Knight series. So the two that I grew up playing, excuse me, were Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy. This particular hilt Saber was wielded by Katarn. So it is, I don't know what to say. It's very shiny. I love it. Like I said, I grew up playing those games, so to me, this hilt is, yeah, it's just had to be on display with the rest of them. It kind of holds that special place, just like the Kenobi and Qui-Gon from Phantom Menace. So yeah, couldn't pass it up. Yeah, sorry, it's like deer in the headlights. You know, we all like shiny shiny stuff. So anyway, sorry. 3 retention screws for the blade here, down here for a center one, and back up top for the other side. It is a 2-button, as you can see.
Connected.
It is also now connected.
Connected.
It's connected again. Let's stop it from doing that here. There we go. Sorry. So, 2-button. Bottom one is your auxiliary. Top one is your power. Like I said, SN internals, so I've gone over the SNV4 internals on previous videos. I'm not going to do a big thing on them in this one. I'm not going to do the demo or anything like that, just because we've already seen that with the other ones. So this is just going over the Saber in general, and then I will do at the end the one sound font that has to be on here. So nice detail. I've seen other ones where this top piece here is different detail, so those are a lot more expensive. I was perfectly fine with this one. Chassis is in here. Make sure to remove this full piece, not just the bottom, because this collar piece here, the shiny, does come off once the bottom pieces are off, and you have to realign it so that when you screw everything back on, the black grip parts line up properly. So take the whole thing off. There's your chassis, charging port, all of that. There's your SD card. To remove, it is a single set screw right here. Chassis slides out. Got your double button. You can take your battery out. Your SD card, you should be able to sneak out while it's in here. If not, again, just one screw, pop it out, you're good to go. The only issue I had, which if you've seen any of my other videos, you know for me is not really so much an issue, but to some it could be. The CoverTech wheel came with a much smaller screw in it, and the threaded portion on the body itself, the threads were starting to strip out pretty easily. So I just drilled it out. I took the whole collar off and everything, and drilled everything out larger, and put in just a larger screw in there to hold it back tight again. It might have just been a little manufacturing defect. I don't know. Not that big of an issue. Like I've always said, for me, I can easily clean that up and rethread it and fix it. So, but for others, you might not have a drill and tap set. So, could be a downside there. But otherwise, that is the only issue that I ran into. Everything else, the machining is great on it. The look is great. Sound coming out of the bottom there, got plenty of sound comes out, even with the smaller vent openings. No issues there. We're going to throw this in here just to demonstrate the one sound that you got to have on here. Don't need to tighten these up too crazy here. Just make sure they connect. Alright. That one sound that you gotta have on this Saber when you get it.
I'm no Jedi. I'm just a guy with a lightsaber and a few questions.
Now, we're gonna do this the right way.
This message is intended for my son, Katarn. Kyle, I have left 2 very important items for you. The first is a map to the Valley of the Jedi, and is embedded in the stone ceiling above this room. The last is a lightsaber that once belonged to a friend and great Jedi, Ron. Use it well. Use it for good.
Had to do that. That one was changed, so I was I put that clip in. It's one of the files that is in the extras, I believe, from Kyberphonics. When you get that sound font, I put that in place of the background music that you can generally play on these, just because it's that kind of iconic, scene from there. I know this is not the lightsaber, like that actual saber from that scene. That was a different saber. This one, I believe, was, this is the one that Kyle had. I haven't played the older Jedi Knight series. I've only played those two, so I'm pretty sure, I would imagine he probably lost that saber, or destroyed or whatever. I'll go back and look at those when I learn how to play PC games on a mouse and keyboard instead of on a controller. But I would imagine that this was the one that he designed and built after no longer having that one. So I know it's not the right one to go with that sound clip, but it is still just as good. So but the sounds that are on this one, this sound font, I mean, you get all of the just as if you were playing the game. Let's see here. The force sounds are the different force abilities from the game. It just brings back the memories of playing that game for hours, multiplayer, with or against friends, and the missions and all that. It's all, it's just, the sounds, they're iconic. There was some choking involved in here. There it is. So, yeah, that is that one. It looks great in blue, as it should. Overall, the hilt feels great, looks great. Would highly recommend it if you're a fan of the Jedi Knight games. You can get this on any of the sites that you wish, whether it be the AliExpress. If you're looking for just the hilt. Empty, or with just cheaper with just generic sound fonts. Otherwise, as everyone knows, I would always highly recommend going to Theory Sabers. You can grab it there. It'll come with all the premium sound fonts and all the goodies and everything. This one literally just came in a box. There was nothing special in there with it. It didn't come with blade plug, stands, any of the cool free stuff. It was literally just the hilt, the internals, the battery, and the blade. That was it. But any site of your choosing, I have my ones that I like, that I recommend. I don't make anything from any of them, so you do you. I did me. But overall, yeah, I highly would recommend this. It's a TXQ Saber. They look great. They feel great. Everything works great. Everything's put together well. Like I said, with the exception of that one little issue, but other than that, that is the Kyle Katarn hilt from the Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy games from TXQ, and this one directly from TXQ official store off of AliExpress. That's all I got for you on that one. I'll have the links to the other videos that go over some of the actually all of the other sound fonts that come on these basic TXQ internals. It'll be on the Latha video. I'll link it in the description, and if I remember, I'll have that video linked at the end of this one as well, along with the playlist to all of the other Saber videos that I have made. So that is that. Shoot me a like, comment. If you got any comments, let me know what your favorite part of the games were, if you've played them, if you haven't played them, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Other than that, that's all I got for you, and we will see you in the next one.